Okay, welcome back here. Calling the Audible, Division A, Division B, Simon, Peeze,
I thought we were starting with our picks from last week.
Oh, yes, true. Here we go. Ready? Picks from last week. Here we go.
I got Monstars.
Monstars.
Monsters. What games were they?
Give me con artists over outsiders. Upset.
That's a
Oh, yeah,
bold
actually,
pick.
you know what? I agree.
So-
I think this is the one. Dan Lazardo's gonna be dialed in and be focused. And Kevin Wyeth, he's gonna score big and say, "Damn it, give me that ball back." But then they're gonna run out of time.
All right, let's fast forward to now. Con artists against outsiders.
Hey,
The
we're good
artists
at predictions
win.
now, man.
I know, right?
I know, very good. 48-42 victory for the Cons over the outsiders. Simon,
Yep.
you were there for that game.
Yes, sir. It was a good game.
Thoughts?
I'll start off with that. It was a great game to watch. Outsiders took control of the game early. They had a shot before the half to really put the game away, up by 9. They were up by 3, 21-18. They got the ball back, drove the field, and then a few incompletes, last play of the half. So it's a typical situation for quarterback is it's the last play of the half. You need to make a play, you need to score. You can't just take a sack or whatever. So you attempt something, just throw it away. Put it up, let somebody make a play, but you can't just take a sack, right? So he tried something on like this fifth read sort of thing, got picked off by Pat Jerome, and then made the tackle to save the pick six, which is big. So the only interception in the game by Dan Azara actually didn't really matter. It was more like a PD or an incomplete would have came to the same result. But aside from that, Con Artists, they took control of the game. Although, second half, outsiders start with the ball, score 24-21. Con Artists just took the lead back and never looked back. They were up by 12 before last few minutes.
Mm-hmm.
Outsiders scored to go down by only 6. Didn't matter. The game was over. They scored in garbage time. They essentially lost by 2 scores.
Hashtag NR Oceans 12. Probably the best game I've seen in Division A this year.
I was
Thriller.
just gonna mention that. Yeah.
33-28 victory for the hashtag NR. Good rebound win for them after their ugly loss to the Braves last week. Now, Oceans 12 without Mike Harrington, who, as we said, has been underutilized by Ryan Castor.
Yeah.
So then, what's the difference?
There is no difference. That's what I'm saying, though, right? There is no difference with or without him in the lineup. But they should have won this football game.
Ocean's 12?
Oceans 12. They had hashtag NR on the ropes. This was fantastic.
Yeah, it was
game.
19-12 in the first half.
19-12 in the first half.
Hmm?
Morin Feneuf on a NR extra point, 2-point attempt. Picks off. Corey Becker scored for 2 points. Oceans 12 up by 3. Next drive, Ryan Castor gives up a sack where he dropped back literally 15 yards into the end zone and got sacked by Kendall Myers, who had 4 sacks in the game. Fantastic game for himself. And it just went back and forth. Came out to the last play. And when it's all said and done, now it's not Simon before he came here, Peeze. I would love to see this rematch happen at some point in the playoffs because these are two evenly played
That's
teams.
one of the things we said last week, that we thought this would be one of the best games in the division, right? Like we were excited, we were hyped to see this game, and
Game
it
of the
lived up
week.
to expectations.
Definitely game of the week.
Yeah.
But so
The problem was last time I was not there for it.
but he was filming oh no, that was the week before. He was filming game of the week in Division D. But so we don't give a lot of credit to Kendall Myers as a rusher.
Mm-hmm.
But against a guy, a pocket passer with Ryan Caston, who has a slower release than some, Kendall Myers can really make a difference. He's tall, he's landy, he's able to take windows away, and he's fast.
Mm-hmm.
He's like the perfect rusher to rush against Ryan Castor, and he got 4 sacks. So is the hashtag in our defense more reliant on their rusher because of that?
I think it's matchup based for the NR.
Well, but here's the other thing: is it's also like it's complementary, right? So like the defense is helped by Kendall Myers rushing, but he's also more successful at rushing because that defense with like Jalen Grandison and the 2 Moses brothers, and they're very good defensively.
Yes.
That's one of the things that are the finals this past season in Division 2. Marco Masiotra commented like, I didn't know their defense was that good. You know what I mean? So it's
fast.
They're quick. They're breaking the ball, and they're aggressive. And
like you've said before, they don't make the same mistake twice.
Yeah. Dad Bods beat Spring Cleaning 42-8.
Okay, so you want to go? Okay, I'll let you start. Then I score kept the game. So
I started. You finished.
I've got some. There you go. I got some intel on this.
So Sean Abram messaged me after the game to say
Typical
I
Sean.
keep beating all the guys who are allegedly better than me.
Well, you got number 3 this week. The number 3 quarterback being unveiled by Simone this week.
Yeah.
No,
Did we
number
actually
2.
put Pat Chenard ahead of
Number
Sean
2
though?
this week, right?
Yes, we did.
Yes.
Sean's the lowest.
Sean's the worst quarterback in the division that we said, right?
Yeah.
But I will say, like, it's 2 weeks in a row. I invite Sean to come on the podcast, and he keeps denying my invitation.
You know, Sean.
So like he's basically a coward, right? And maybe that's why they won't win this season. That's why we put him at 10th, because he's too cowardly to play the quarterback position.
Ayo.
If you're a real leader of men, you come on with a few hard men over here. Come on our show.
elite.
That's all I'm saying.
Elite hard men over
Oh,
here.
man.
Top Gun.
There we go.
I like Sean. This is great. So, story about Sean Abram. Before this game, he told his team he would pay them for interceptions.
So, bounty?
No. Like
Bonnygate.
yeah, bounty. $20 for a pick, 50 for a pick 6.
Yo, Eddie Lee really wanted that cash.
So he said that. Everybody's like, okay. And at the end of the day, Eddie Lee 4 interceptions, Theo 2 picks and a pick 6. That's $70 right there. Eddie Lee's got 80. Vinny Golano's got 20. I told Eddie after the game, because we're friends. I told him, you need to send me a picture of that $80 because I want to see it. I will not believe it till I see the picture. I haven't got a picture yet. So
Okay, let me take
So
some-
maybe
let me
he's
tell you
not
what-
only not a leader, but he's a liar.
Bounty.
He's a coward and a
Bounty.
Let me
liar.
tell you a story about Sean Abram. So Brent Bakken played Sean Abram in a Madden game online
Okay.
a couple years ago. The story from Brent Bakken was he wiped the floor of Sean Abram, hence why he's number 10 on the quarterback list. And on the line, supposedly from Brent Bakken, was that if he beat Sean Abram, he would get to spend a night with Sean's wife. It hasn't happened yet.
So Sean Abram doesn't pay his bets, though.
He just pays bets. That's the whole point.
That's interesting.
Not
Although
trustworthy.
that-
Bad leader.
Yeah.
And he's a coward.
Bonnygate.
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 He honestly at this point has no business playing in FPF.
I mean, you owe everybody money. And
I think I don't even have hot takes,
Brett
but I think
Bakken.
if one hot take all season long is gonna be against Sean Abram.
2 HD without Joy Taylor at quarterback.
Is it a better team?
No,
See how I raised the question just for you, Makan?
I know, but I know Joy Taylor wasn't there. But from your perspective of how the offense rolled this past week, what was it like watching them play without Joy Taylor?
Okay, so first of all, their backup quarterback, backup. Frédéric Viens is we all know how good he is as a quarterback
in lower division,
in this
Div 3, yeah.
in this gap, Division 3, Division B. We all remember in last Division B, he won quarterback of the year. He walked in, it felt like an upgrade. That's how it felt. First of all, they played a team that were missing a few guys. The spot campus were missing a handful of guys. Tam Villa played quarterback for them in Mathieu René's absence.
And Tam Villa seemed a little rusty.
I mean, he hasn't played in a while. He plays
Yeah.
tournaments, but it's not the same.
A different length of
Yeah.
field, width of field.
And also different receivers.
But I noticed, like, essentially, he was only comfortable, and we see in the stats, he was only comfortable throwing to Nick Santomo. Like, everyone else was just wasn't on. You know what I mean?
It's different, right? You're coming back. It's also like the game was 11 o'clock on a Monday night after a long weekend. There's a lot of things to take in consideration here. 2HD looked dominant. It looked like an easy win. But yeah, Frédéric Viens, man, had a great game.
Do you want to hear a good story?
Yes. Always.
So, Dylan Taylor, a quarterback for Underachievers, told me last night in St. Laurent on Wednesday night that there are those who believe that Dylan Taylor and Joy Taylor are brothers.
I know who that is. We've talked about this in the podcast.
Who is
we
this?
haven't.
I haven't heard of this.
Neither have
Yes, we
I.
have.
I started
Nope.
laughing at Dylan. I go, Dylan, we're bringing this up here. Who's the better Taylor, Dylan or Joy?
Who's the better Taylor? So earlier this season at Saint Laurent, I was there. There's this one guy who plays in Division A, B, and C. Came up to Dylan, who was sitting on the bench. I think it was
Tell us
scorekeeping.
who it is. You always throw your sources under the bus.
Let me finish. So he came up to Dylan and he asked him. He said, "I don't remember. I didn't hear the start of the conversation. I just heard like the good part is, oh man, I thought you and Joey were brothers." It's been what 4 or 5 years he's been in the league, both of them. Everybody knows they're not brothers.
Yeah.
And he's like, "Oh, but you have the same last name." Now Taylor is sort of a common name, but I mean, so is Anderson.
Henderson or Anderson?
Anderson.
Yeah, it's also a very common name. So why would
Yeah.
you associate them that to be brothers? They don't even look alike.
Well, no.
No, they really don't look alike.
Like Dylan was really disappointed. He was like annoyed.
He was mad.
He was irked about
He's
this.
like,
He
"What
was
do
like,
you
man, oh man, this is
I
not
was
what I
I was
thought."
gonna say it was an upgrade for Dylan.
Wow.
I mean,
Wow. Oh, takes right here.
Joey Tete.
If they were brothers, who would win in a brother fight, Joey or Dylan?
Joey looks like the kind of guy who would play dirty, but
runs a
Dylan
mob.
Dylan just looks stronger.
Yeah, that's true. But like Joey's, he's gonna fight like a hobo. He's gonna
Yeah,
He's
crazy beats strong.
yeah, he's gonna swing the sharpest, closest thing, and like cut him in the jugular kind of thing. Like
If he's his brother, he's just gonna punch him in the nuts.
GM, if you can, for your
Completely.
viewing purpose on YouTube, just YouTube Alexander Semin fight, and that's how
be
Joey
careful
Taylor
how you
would
spell
fight.
salmon.
Alex Semin, Semin.
Okay.
Alex Semin fight, and that's how Joey Taylor fights. I want you to show the video to these guys as we're trying to describe Joey
Like right
Taylor.
now?
Yes, please.
All right. So one of the things in my conversation, just quickly go back to Sean Avram. I just remember this. And one of the things I told him, and he's like, you say, I keep beating all these guys. And I was like, listen, man, like, I want to tell you, man, you're 10th out of 9. Like, you're the worst in the division.
Part.
And
Nobody seems to know.
And then he's like, my punctuation on it was, well, like, don't worry about it, Sean. one of us is a Hall of Famer. This guy. So,
he has an irritated look. He's like, get out of here.
It's the best.
All right, at Spring Cleaning, Sports Campus, LGM, all 2 and 6. Cleaning and Campus have the 7 and 8 spots here. Do they hold serve, or do we see LGM sneak into the playoff picture?
You want to take this piece?
I'll let you start
Okay.
because my loading speed.
Okay.
That's because Mo asked me to bring up an Alexander Semin fight, so
Yeah.
here we go. If you guys want to
So are we doing play-by-play? Semin is hugging the dude,
stall,
and he's taking off his jersey, and he's swinging over the top of him. And he's getting
That's how.
bitched down.
That is how
He's
Joy
getting
Taylor
bitched down.
That is how Joy Taylor would fight Dylan Taylor.
Like Jordan Stahl.
I like it.
We're gonna put it on the Facebook group tomorrow morning.
I like it.
Poll
Oh.
question: does Joy Taylor fight Alexander?
That segment
Semin?
would work better if we could put the video on the screen.
If we had someone who can do that stuff.
wouldn't that be great?
Baby, come back.
All right. So the reason why I don't think LGM's gonna make the playoffs is because they don't have to head against neither the Sport Campus nor Spring Cleaning,
Yeah, they've lost both matchups.
which puts them in a tough spot. Although the team that you haven't mentioned, Prospect Squad, are playing the Sport Campus and Spring Cleaning the last 2 weeks.
Really, you think Prospect Squad is going to come in there and take
So, I mean, all 4 teams are struggling.
the- yes,
Okay, if the Prospect Squad wins the next 2 games, they're in.
that's a good point. That's a good point.
And it's not
That's a good
impossible.
point.
They have the schedule to do it. They've been playing much better recently. They lost to LGM on the last play. They've had close games.
Yeah, when the season started, they just legit didn't know the league.
No, they
They've
didn't
been-
know
they've
that.
been
well,
close
they,
for all
they
the
didn't have a
like,
quarterback.
They didn't know that.
They also didn't know, dude.
They showed up at 8:20, thinking the game was starting at 8:20. When
Like I
they showed
remember,
up.
I think it was week 2. I saw like 3 guys run downfield and like try and block guys after catch. So I mean, there's some learning to do, which
Yeah.
they've done, and they've always had the athleticism to compete. So now that the quarterbacking is getting better, that they know FPF better, I can see a scenario where they beat both Spring Cleaning and
To me, it starts
and
this week.
Sport
If they
Campus.
can beat Sport Campus, which again, the Sport Campus is a good team. Matt Tlenny is a good quarterback. It just doesn't work together.
Yeah.
The play style doesn't work with the series. I think it's just a bunch of guys who wanted to play together. It's just not ideal. So there's a chance Prospect Squad could take this one. I don't see anybody able to cover NPI. I not on Sport Campus. It's not gonna happen.
Yeah.
So there's a scenario where if they win this game, they play Spring Cleaning, who's been on an absolute downward trend. It's possible. If anything, this is the most likely scenario, in my opinion.
So if you had to pick the 2 teams to qualify the 7th and 8th hole, who are they?
Can you put
Spring
up?
Cleaning. Sports
GM,
Campus?
you might notice. Did you guys play the Sport Campus yet?
Yes, we lost to them.
So Spring Cleaning is out. Also is LGM. Sport Campus is going to be tied with
Prospect Squad.
Spring Cleaning. Spring Cleaning will have the The Spal Campers going to have
Oh,
the
that's what I'm
head-to-head.
saying. Okay.
So, Prospect Squad and the Spal Campers are going to be in. Spring Cleaning LGM out.
So that means Spring Cleaning does not win another game, including their game against Prospect Squad.
Yeah,
Is the only way that
in
works.
this scenario, Prospect Squad wins both these games.
And Spring Cleaning loses both games, so they won't beat underachievers, which they won't beat underachievers. So yes,
That's
I-
the way I see it.
I actually am inclined to agree with you.
Mokan, what do you think?
I think Spring Cleaning does make it.
Okay.
And I think Sports Campus does make it.
So you're saying Spring Cleaning
Listen.
beats Prospect Squad?
Yes.
Because they probably...
I'm convinced Prospect Squad is going to win one of these two games.
They have to. And it won't be Spring Cleaning they will. I don't think Prospect Squad is going to make it.
Okay, so Spring Cleaning beats Prospect Squad this week,
Yes.
which
that's it.
which is a lock for them. Then they're in.
Then they're in.
And then, which includes LGM losing both their games.
Mm-hmm.
Who's throwing for LGM now?
Fred's
Yeah, it's been.
Ben oui.
Yeah, Maywee's not been good this year. Let's put it that way. You know the answer to this question, so I'm going to ask Peeze this question.
All right.
Do you know who's 3-0 against Kevin Wyeth in head-to-head quarterback competition?
I believe in regular season.
Yes.
I believe it's Daniel Zara, Mr. Tacos himself.
Dan now. He took the yell.
He's
out.
no, Mike Vick for when he was at the apex of his career.
So when will he become Danny Lazara?
Oh, Danny
Danny
Boy.
Football.
Danny boy.
Danny Football.
Danny football.
I like it.
Danny Football. That's what we call him now.
So
Do you take anything?
Tacos is undefeated against Kevin Wyeth.
So
Mhm.
do you take anything from his 3-0 record, or do you want to see him beat him in playoffs?
So I think Dan's low key potentially had even better rosters.
Sorry, hold on.
Along the
Danny
way.
Football now. we
Danny
call him.
football.
Yes.
I think
Not the first game.
No.
This season, I tend to agree. But in previous season, not when he played the finest.
So
I
can you say the
mean-
name, please?
Excuse me?
Can you say his name, please?
no. To me, it's always
Daniel
tacos.
Zara?
He's always gonna be tacos.
No.
Dan-
Danny Football.
Danny Football,
Thank you.
when he played finest, Dan had a weaker roster and won, which was super
But
impressive.
No, I don't think so. I think
I don't
it
think
was,
it was that
an
much weaker.
inexperienced roster playing a finest team that
Yeah.
now today we look at these guys, they're all world athletes.
Yeah, but when they played them, they weren't as good in FPF as they are
Hence
today.
the inexperience.
Yeah, but I don't think it's a worse roster. I think it's a less experienced roster.
Yeah, it was
Yeah,
inexperience.
but at the time, it wasn't as good.
I
Jared
disagree.
Taylor.
Okay.
I disagree.
Uh,
I think player for player they match up. And again, it's parsing hairs. At that level,
Yeah, but
everyone's good, so it doesn't matter a ton.
But in this case now, when you look at the outsiders and con artist, round 3 I think is going to happen.
oh, that's going to be a
epic.
epic game.
I don't know when. Yeah, it's either semifinals or finals right now. And according to the right now, if they were to meet, it could very well be in the finals because cons are in second place, outsiders are in 5th place right now.
This could be this is going to be an epic game. I hope it happens.
It might also be first round, by the way.
How?
It could be
It could
first
be first
round, but
round.
I don't think it will.
How?
Because they're both a point apart from each other.
Yeah.
Cons are in 2nd, outsiders in 5th. But if NR
Oh, outsiders are in
non-stars-
fifth.
That's what I'm saying. So
Yeah.
like,
Oh,
if it remains as is,
I thought it was 1 and 2.
outsiders and con Braves are number 1. Con artists and outsiders would face each other in the first round.
That could also be epic.
Yeah, it's rare that you get awesome first round matchups. That would be an awesome first
Well,
round.
What's the better first round matchup? Is it cons against outsiders or is it Oceans 12 against #NR?
Oceans 12 wouldn't play #NR. They would play Braves.
But I'm saying though, in the first round,
Ooh.
if
they met.
Oceans 12 were to move up a spot,
Yeah.
let's say.
if they met in the first round of playoffs, what is the more appealing matchup to you in your mind?
Outsiders con artists
Yeah.
is going to be the
It's what you like. We put more emphasis on the quarterback position because A, it's important, and B, we're lazy. So because of that, for us as the FPF media, we're always going to look at saying, yes, give us the 2 best quarterbacks playing in this division at the time in this moment. And by the way, all this like, oh, Dallas, I can't play Division 1. I can't play. Come on, man. If anything, you proved it this season. You have no case for the future. You're forever a Division 1 quarterback.
This is the future of FPF. Right
Tacos.
Danny Football right
Tacos.
here.
Danny Boy.
I was going
Danny
with tacos.
football.
Tacos.
Danny football.
Always tacos to me.
So,
He'll always be tacos in my heart.
sorry.
But in your mind, though, we have to see this happen in the playoffs. He has to slay the ultimate dragon.
Yeah. He needs to beat White in the playoffs.
Can he do it, though? For the
Yes.
third time?
With this roster, definitely.
Do you believe in that theory to be a team 3 times in 1 year is tough to do?
Almost impossible, yes.
It's look. I mean, because
It's
the
tough,
teams
man.
are teams are so closely matched to begin with, and a guy like him and Wyeth, the inventory, the inventory of knowledge is so important to the way he plays the game. Yes, it'll be difficult to beat him 3 times.
Yeah, because he learns throughout every game what to do, But I don't know. This week's game on Tuesday, there was something about Wyatt's game where he came in saying it didn't matter, but during the game it looked like.
Oh, it did matter because we were there for the first outing, and he was pissed about
But
what
during
happened.
this game, before the game, he's like, "Oh, it doesn't matter. It's regular season. We're all making the playoffs." But during the game, it like flipped. He wanted to win, but he just
Well,
couldn't.
He wouldn't be him if he didn't want to win.
Yeah, but
No.
he was down too much and couldn't overcome, and his team was not. Yes, there were drops, but they weren't perfect balls either.
No, there were some flutters out there.
Yeah, there's a few. There was one to Serge Pilon on a wheel. He was wide open and he overthrew him. Granted, Serge Pilon doesn't have the size of a Kenmore, but still, you should be able to place that ball properly on a guy that's wide open.
The Spitfire.
Nope.
They're 3 points behind Ocean 12 that's the only spot to be had now.
Done.
Ocean 12 is yet to make it. Are we giving them?
That
They
means
got freshmen this week.
who do they have Spitfire?
Spitfire has a very tough team.
They have Braves and Outsiders.
Yeah.
Nope, Spitfire's
So
done.
they have to be.
Thank you for joining the
They
season.
have to win both of these games, by the way, not just
And
one,
in
two.
this case, I got the douchebag of the week.
Nice, give it to us.
So, but if we would have said they were in, what did you? Call
Hey,
it?
it's douchebag of the week time.
I
In
wish I
this
had the
case,
drum-
though,
I wish I had the drum roll. So the douchebag of the week is JP Moreau.
All right, what do we got?
Not 1, not 2, not 3, not 4, but 5 OCs. Remarkable number for you, JP
How's it
Moreau.
even possible?
so
Describe the situation, guys.
Well, the situation
That's
was
the setup.
they're getting their in defense of Carmen Police. He is hurt, so that I'll give him that because he tried to play through this injury the last couple weeks here. Carmen.
So what you're
had-
saying is completely soft.
No, he's not.
if anything, he's not.
32-6. Carmen throws a slant, a pass over the middle to Mike Roy. Our guest, who, by the way, they've gone nowhere after his appearance on the show.
So is it a calling the audible curse? Is that why Sean
Because
Abrams was so
we
cowardly?
we asked him,
Sean.
Mike Roy, what do you think about playing the Braves, a potential playoff matchup? Yeah, we look forward to well, you're going to watch from the sidelines now, pal. So anyway, he throws a pass to Mike Roy. The ball is not properly secured by Mike Roy. Kwesi Gordon-Mall comes in to deflag him. Next thing you know, the ball's in Kwesi Gordon's hands, and he's pick-sixing that ball for the score. Jeff Brett had a bit of upset tiff with the referees at hand, as did JP Moreau, but Moreau kept on going on and on and on and on. And one thing led to another. Carmen Police said, you know what, 15 minutes left. We're calling this game off. No point in playing it. JP Moreau kept on going on and on and on.
After 2 C's.
Was it a similar play to the Sean Avram, Rory Smergian not
A little
reception?
bit, but they never
Can
had
you
full
describe that?
possession.
Because we're not a visual medium.
We talked about it the week you were away, I think.
Yes.
Ah, okay.
But JP Moreau,
Bye, Peeze.
your 5 OCs, my friend, unheard of.
Well, actually, it's happened before.
It's happened before,
Yes.
yes. But
In a slightly different situation where the time where that happened, it was more like player to player.
No, it was play referee.
Yeah, sorry, player referee 100%. This was more player to player.
Okay.
this is a player.
But
to
again, I'm not
referee.
getting. I wasn't there, so I need.
But this was more player to against everybody.
Yeah.
This was like
man against the world.
you know that typical video we've all seen of F you, you're cool, F you, I'm out.
Yeah.
That's pretty much what it was.
Yeah. Do you remember that? And since we're not officially sponsored by this coffee brand over here,
Tim Hortons.
do you remember that video that was posted up like a month ago of that woman who came into the Tim Hortons and
Drop the
kind of-
deuce.
Oh,
deuce?
drop the dude. That was
Yeah.
That's what
glorious.
Jimmy Moreau did to the officials yesterday. Not literally drop a deuce, but essentially
Thankfully, that would have been messy.
that would have been a little bit smelly and messy.
That would have been spectacular.
I would have felt bad for the city workers who had to clean it up.
Mo would have to apologize to the guy.
Oh, man. Anyway, that's what it was. Something to that. But anyway, douche of the week, JP
yeah.
Moreau. So that's it. All right, it is now time for
Picking some games.
no,
that
no,
will happen.
the quarterback, the number 2.
The Sean
quarterback.
Avram pick.
Sorry,
The
you
Sean
lead
Avram
everything up with, and now it's time for.
Because you should always know what time it is, GM.
Yeah, it's the number 2 quarterback. Of
Number
the
2
week.
because number 3, if we reveal number 3, it kind of spoils the thing.
So the man who is 8 slots better than Sean Avram.
Yes, which is not too much of an accomplishment.
Mm-hmm.
So number 2 quarterback in Division B.
3.
No, number 2. We're skipping 3. We're doing
3
2.
we're doing next week.
Yeah, I mean 2. So that way, or else you know who one is.
Yeah.
Yeah. So
Isn't the point everyone wins?
Everybody
Except
loses.
Sean?
Number 2, please.
Everyone was except Sean is the goal.
Number 2 is drum roll, please. Dylan Taylor,
Hey, Joey's
Hey!
brother.
the quarterback
That-
for
you know what? The
underachievers.
Taylor family produces some of the best quarterbacks.
Yeah, man.
They're the Mannings of FBF.
He's of FBF, man.
Yeah, man. Dylan Taylor's having another great season after winning in losing in Division 3 championship,
Yeah.
but still, he's been moving up slowly divisions, and he's a powerhouse, not powerhouse, perennial quarterback.
I don't know what you're trying to say, so I can't help you.
Powerhouse.
This is me writing
quarterback that
articles.
he is.
I think of a word. Does this work? Google it. Yes,
and
it's
then you
positive.
just write the sentence anyway.
Yes, it's positive.
Powerhouse quarterback.
Perennial quarterback in higher divisions. He's soon to make a jump in Div A1, hopefully.
Can we have a ranking of the top 4 Taylor quarterbacks?
Nate Taylor.
Nate Taylor,
Jared
Jared Taylor,
Taylor.
Joey Taylor.
Yeah, the Taylor
Dylan
family's
Taylor.
it's
It's ever expanding.
it is inclusive, my friend.
Do you want?
Those people love having sex.
Do you want to rate them,
Oh.
Peeze? Go. 1 to 4.
What do we got? Okay, so
Nate
Nate,
Taylor.
Nate Taylor's 4.
Yeah.
Jared Taylor,
J-
Joey
uh,
Taylor, and Dylan Taylor.
So I'm gonna go. Okay, it's tough at the top, but I'm gonna go. I'm gonna go. Nate Taylor,
Number 4.
number 4. Jared Taylor, number 3 at the moment, although I think the ceiling's high. Dylan Taylor, Joey Taylor.
Oh, hey, okay.
All right.
Interesting.
So Dylan Taylor.
So-
next
Or else
week
it ruins my narrative that I've been.
So next week we're
doing
doing
for
what? Number
seasons.
3 or number 1?
Number 1 and if as soon as I say 1, they close the
Joey,
other one,
change
right?
your
Yeah.
picture. That's terrible.
So we'll do both at the same time.
Okay.
You look
Next
like a
week
creep.
Next week we'll do both. All right. One last question for you boys. Zach Jonio, is he your receiver of the year in Division A?
Yes.
Or do you think Pat Jerome and Serge Pilon Jr. will eat each other?
Yes, but no.
I knew you'd pick up on that one.
Sistering sisters.
I'm pretty sure Serge cannot eat Pat because he's bigger than him. But
or I'm no, I don't think. I think Zach Jonio has just established himself.
So he's
Fucked
your
up.
receiver of the year
I
right now?
think he's further. But
and he's gonna get the volume the rest of the way.
Okay.
Yes, I also think that Jerome is in the running for 2-way instead. So,
That too, yeah.
so if let's say Pat Jerome wins 2-way the year,
Yeah.
that leaves and Serge Pilon is far behind Jack Jonio at this point.
Yeah, my comment was specifically. to
So
that race.
the only guy that could catch up to Zach at this point is Pat Jerome, and
It won't
first
matter.
I don't think he will, and
Mhm.
second I don't think it will matter.
Games of the week, please.
That's
No build up. Wow, I love it.
Now it's time for
Games of the
2HG,
week.
2HG, LGM.
2HD.
2HD.
easy.
That was
2HD.
unanimous. Wow. Meta Mayhem, drop the mic.
Ooh, first one that's 60 wins. Give me Meta Mayhem.
Alex Allowak.
Yeah, I hate to be boring, but give me Meta Mayhem.
Victory Royale, Dad Bods.
Dad bods.
I mean, until he comes on the show, I'm not picking Sean Abram. He's a coward. He's a bad leader. He's the 10th best quarterback in the division.
It's true, he is.
Give me a victory royale.
Give me
With
that
cheese.
bods, man.
What?
I hate picking Sean Abram.
United front.
Next.
They did pick that bods. We're
Hashtag
united against
NR,
you.
Con artists.
Con artists.
Oh.
Actually, no. Danny football's not there this week, so give me a hashtag NR.
So in the absence of tacos, give me no regard.
Monstars, Outsiders.
Outsiders.
Monstars.
Monsters. I like it. I like this one.
I like
Give
the
me
roster for
Monstars.
Monstars.
You know what? I'm picking outsiders, but Ryan Mashub has had Kevin West's number in the last couple of
Yes,
seasons.
starting in his first Div A season.
Yeah.
Yeah, but we say that as Kevin gets more and more comfortable against teams that he's played, like as he sees them more and more often, he
Yeah,
has a better
but,
time against them.
I don't think it's an offensive problem. I think it's a defensive problem for outsiders.
Yeah.
I don't think they have the defense to match up against Monstars.
So then the
they're going to
point
allow 50.
Rod has Kevin's number doesn't really carry a lot of weight if you're talking about defenses, then, right?
I agree. Yeah, it's just Mo Khan said that.
This guy's number, man. He's gonna give him a call
Magic
late at
words,
night.
please.
Rod's going to show up at 14.
Don't
in
go,
fact.
Jason Waterfalls.
Good night, Alouettes.
It's so bad.
I want to miss your lyrics.
I like yours, and then he ruins it with the Alouettes.
Yeah, he's not actually listening to me. What kind of 0%?
He's all about the peanuts.
He's all about